So if you're sequestered in your home office, there's a spectrum of people that can embody and encompass that existence fully and wholly. And not so many are on the spectrum of being able to completely hermit themselves away and do that. Most people need some social contact. And so there's this, for those people that need to have some social contact, there's coffee shops, there's some other places like that, and we hope to be one of those places that can fill out some of that spectrum. We came to the realization that while there is a certain type of success that comes with growth and job opportunities, career advancement and so forth, that it was at a great personal cost. We had a young daughter, we have a young daughter. At the time she was 7, going on 8. And the demands of my existence were taking me all over the world, traveling a great deal, and at the same time, and in parallel, we were having many conversations about the amazing place that Petaluma is, and how we are very much in love with the area and in love with the town. I had an opportunity in my employment and so forth to get a shift of gears out of that typical rat race and create a new change in life. And the idea actually came from Natasha, listening to radio shows and watching sort of the changing pace of the dynamic in the community, recognizing, and particularly with Natasha, her study of travel and the impact on the environment and travel.
I heard an article on NPR maybe a year before or something about co-working. And for some reason it just came, I was just always like searching for ideas. And it just came to my mind, and I realized that so many people we knew could use that in this town. And it's a great town to be in, so why not spend more time in it? Why spend your time commuting to San Francisco or San Rafael or Nevada or any, getting on the freeway? And then I realized from myself, from trying to work from home, that it was really distracting. I spent a lot of time doing laundry, taking care of the yard, or that plant looks wilty, and oh yeah, I need to put something out for dinner, and then you realize you spent your entire week just at home with not a lot of social interaction, and it just didn't seem as productive, and I don't know, it wasn't fulfilling on a longer time scale. Like, it's cool for a little while, it seems great, and then after a while you get burnt out on it. So I thought, this sounds like a really good idea, this whole co-working concept. And so I ran it past Matt, because I tend to have lots of ideas and not a lot of follow through. Luckily, Matt can see a good idea and he has great follow through, so he said, let's do it. So he was really the one that pushed me to move forward with it. And I started, finding the space and the furniture and doing a bunch of research, and a few months later, he quit his job and we opened this place and just totally transformed our life and started a whole new chapter. It's incredible.
And so it was one of those things where it went from talk to actually some action, which tends to be a strength of ours. And we started looking around. We had people helping us find some real estate that would map, rental of office space. And then finally we found this space, which is, it's interesting. It's something I think people aren't as aware of. They know of Bank Marin next door, but they are more focused on Acre Coffee across the street, or the museum next door, which frankly they should be. It's beautiful. But realized there was potentially a little bit of a gem here, because it was a 1960s building. It was ripe to have a little bit of a resurgence and really embrace the spirit of the space. And so we did some work, redoing the walls, doing the furnishings, floors, things like that. And all of a sudden we had this thing out of nowhere that we could be, embracing as our new community and new life.
And then I had a realtor friend say, hey, come on and take a look inside here. And as soon as I saw inside, I was like, wow, this has some real potential. It was really dark in here. Everything that's white that you see now was black. It had like nasty orange carpet that hadn't been updated in I don't know how many years. And it was really heavy. It had been a law office and bookcases on every wall. But it had this great 1960s structure, and with the whole Mad Men craze and our own love of mid-century modern furniture, we thought, oh, this is, I just saw tons of potential here. It has lots of great light, and so, yeah, we just said, okay, let's go for it. We kind of changed our design focus because we had been doing sort of the historic architecture, kind of rustic Petaluma feel, and then we had to swap it up and do the vintage mid-mod furniture feel, which was really fun. So almost everything in here is vintage or used or reclaimed in some way.